Let's do this. The Cult of Hockey podcast by the faithful and for the faithful. I'm David Staples of the Edmonton Journal, and I'm here today with Bruce McCurdy from Newfoundland.
Hello, David. Hello, folks. I've been away enjoying Newfoundland for the last week, and I'm here for a couple more days. And I did get to see the game today, and I'm not too happy about it, but otherwise I'm a happy man.
Yeah, that was just a terrible game. It was like back to the 27-18. I mean, it was all the old bad habits, Bruce. Like an early goal on the first shot, some bad goals by Talbot, power play goal against. It was just they were outplayed. Frankly, they were just badly outplayed in that game. New Jersey dominated the game pretty much, except for a point in the third period when the Oilers came on. But that was a really disappointing game.
Well, when you're losing 4-1 with 10 minutes left, you're going to carry the play down the stretch. But holy man, the second period was just atrocious. There was not a single good thing about the second period that I could see.
They were outchanced 7-1, and the one chance that they got, and these are grade A chances. That's what we're measuring this year, is grade A chances only.
Yeah,
and it was in the last 10 seconds. Puljujärvi shot. That was their only grade A chance of the whole period when Draisaitl set up Puljujärvi.
After Kincaid gave the puck away.
Yeah. Oh, Talbot giving the puck away. So Bruce, we're going to do the 2 good things, 2 bad things, and 2 numbers podcast. But we'll start with the 2 bad things, since bad things are top of mind. What's your bad thing that game?
Oh boy. Well, that 3-1 goal. I mean, really the second period's a bad thing, but after they gave up the power play goal at like 5 seconds into the first penalty kill of the year, and they lose the draw, and there's a screen, and the puck goes right through Talbot, and then like the next shift, Talbot comes out to play a icing, it looked like, and then he just left the puck behind the net, and he had a defenseman here and a defenseman there, and a forechecker coming in, and then swooped in, passed it out in front, and bang. I mean, that kind of miscommunication, it just can't happen.
What a brain glitch that was. How did that happen? Like, did Tyler Hall give the secret password to get a pass from Cam Talbot to yell out? Like, that was just he wasn't under a whole lot of pressure. He could have put it either way and safely up the boards, and he just inexplicably left it sitting there for the other team to take it when he was out of the net. It was just.
I'm gonna guess the rookie maybe did something that he didn't expect. Bouchard playing his first game.
Go to the corner for the pass where he should have gone, you mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, they were both in the corner. No one came behind the net to pick it up, and he obviously thought someone was going to swoop in and get it. But what a fiasco! And that's, of course, the game-winning goal. Here, have a free gift.
So that was. Bruce, the 2 other goals by the first 2, all 3 goals. There was 2 shots that were. They were outside home plate. They're outside the inner slot, the grade area. They were both good shots, and one of them was screened, as you say, and the other one really picked them off the post. But you want your goalie to make those ones too. You want Cam Talbot to stop those shots from those positions on the ice. That's what's expected of an NHL goalie, and man, he's got to be better.
He did make a few good stops. I mean, as you say, they had 7 grade A chances in that period, and only those 2 went in. But still, it was. I don't know if Keith Kincaid was the better goalie or not, because he wasn't really tested a whole lot. Like, New Jersey was just a better team.
Talbot stopped. So New Jersey had 12 grade A scoring chances, Bruce. Talbot stopped, I think. There was an empty net goal, and there was the 2 grade B chances. So he stopped a fairly good percentage of the grade A, at least the normal percentage of the grade A chances. A little bit better than that, actually. But anyway, you just can't. These things can't happen. My bad stat of the day. I thought that the pairing of Nurse and Benning looked particularly weak. They just were coughing up the puck. Like they're playing the puck back and forth to each other, and it's like off the boards and into his skate, off the boards and way ahead of him. Like those guys, I don't know what it was. They were nervous. We saw too much of this, and Benning especially, I just thought struggled all game long. He made both he and Nurse and Clefbaum all made the most mistakes on chances against, and Lucic, 5 each. And But Bennings were all major mistakes on grade A chances, and he was just so off. He's got it. I don't know. Honestly, Bruce, if he's not better in the first 10 games and Ethan Bear continues to look good, go with Ethan Bear. Well, he's one of the guys. He's got to play better if the Oilers, and if he can't do it, they can't have him in the top 4.
Yeah, I mean, it would be hard for Ethan Bear or Evan Bouchard or anyone to look much worse than Matt Benning did in that game today. If I'm grading that game, I'm deciding between giving him a 1 or a 2. Like, he was brutal, just brutal.
I might give him a 1. I'll have to look closely. It's definitely a 2. It's no better than a 2.
At best, you're giving him a break by giving him a 2. It's like that bad of a
game. Yes, it was. All right. The good thing. What's your good thing?
Well, one good thing is I saw Milan Lucic pretty good. And now I'll grant you that I was doing my hockey draft. That's what I came down to Newfoundland for, our 40th annual hockey draft. It was today. And we were between about the 12th and 21st rounds during the game. So I was sort of concentrating, but I was watching the big screen over here. So I didn't see every moment of the game. But I did see lots of good things from Lucic. For one thing, he was the one Oiler that seemed to actually want the damn puck. Like he carried it with some authority. He passed it to teammates at times. He won battles along the boards, and the Oilers lost a huge number of board battles in this game. Like the Devils owned the puck, and Lucic was one that was sort of swimming against the current. He did have a goal and an assist and made a number of good plays. Now you're going to tell me that he also made some mistakes, and I believe that because that's always a part of his game. But there were at least some positive plays to counterbalance that.
There sure were. I mean, he offensively he was pretty good. There was a few ugly turnovers with the puck. Mm-hmm. And some mistakes that resulted in grade A chances. He had one of those what I would call a high event game. Some really good things and some bad things as well. I was also, I don't know. What kind of ice time did he get? Let me just have a look here compared to 19 minutes, and you're going to hear this a lot from me. Puljujarvi had 13 and Lucic had 19. Listen, I don't think Milan Lucic is a better player than Jesse Puljujarvi right now, Bruce. And I see this as another bad habit from the last year. The coach loving veterans more than a little bit too much. And I just don't think Milan Lucic is 6 minutes a game better than Jesse Puljujarvi. Yeah, he got a nice goal and he made a nice pass. There was a couple nice offensive plays from Lucic. This is probably the wrong game to really get on his case. That said, I want to see more of Puljujarvi and a little bit less of Lucic, around 15 minutes each, or 16 for Puljujarvi, 15 for Lucic. My good thing was the play of McDavid, Ratty, and RNH. That line was the one consistently dangerous line, I thought, pretty much all game. They didn't give up as much in the defensive end either as the other lines. They came very close to scoring a number of goals. RNH had one great chance. McDavid had another one. And these were just passes out, quick shots, could have easily been goals. And Ratty was also in tight once on a break. So they had a number of kind of like 33 to 40% chances, like really great scoring chances, and they just didn't cash in. And I thought Ratty really looked good. He looked like he's fit. He's not as good as Connor McDavid, but he looked really super strong. So good to see that from Ty Ratty.
Yeah, and McDavid, of course, his rush on the first goal was just otherworldly. Like he's the speed that he has is just phenomenal to watch. And basically he gained the zone on both Oilers goals because he can't be contained coming in over the blue line.
He seemed like a man possessed, Bruce. I thought he might try to I thought he was going to single-handedly win that game for the Oilers. He back check hard. He was just going for it. And
he had one back check, David, where it would have been a 2-on-1 the other way, and he busted his ass to get back even with the guy. And when the pass came through, he intercepted it and broke up the play. And 9 times out of 10, you would see that play, and it would have been the guy receiving the pass in the open, deking the goalie and tucking her home. It was one of those kind of plays that would have been hard for the goalie to stop. And McDavid was a superhuman back check play, and that's great to see because that's what we're going to need from that guy is basically superior play in all three zones, and it's good to see a high quality defensive play of that nature this early in the season.
What's your number for today?
My stat is 19 frigging shots on goal, and it's just not good enough. They had 4 power plays. On the first power play, they got a shot right away and a goal on that great McDavid rush. They had 3 more power plays, which, if the stat sheet is to believe, mustered 0 shots in 6 minutes. And subordinate, it's not really a stat, but it's a fact that they had 5 left-hand shots on one unit and 5 right-hand shots on the second unit. Now, you tell me what that's all about. Like, how does that resolve in any way with modern power play theory? How do you have 5 right-hand shots on one power play?
And it screws up their lines totally as well. It just screws up their lines afterwards. I don't. They're just so determined to have these guys on the power play who they've picked. And they got Matt Benning out there instead of Bouchard. I mean, Bouchard was the top scoring major junior draft age player last year. You telling me he's not better than Matt Benning on the power play?
Well, I think the one time he was out there was when Bouchard drew the penalty because some guy cross-checked him in the back of the neck. So I think he might have missed a shift on that power play. They split the point duties, and then you had
he was out there. I was wrong.
Brady, Puljujärvi, Strome, and Yamamoto, all right-hand shots with a right-hand point shot. Like,
all right.
The logic just entirely escapes me. But power plays notwithstanding, 19 shots in a 60-minute game. You need to compete harder than that. You need to get the puck into the zone. You need to win some battles. You need to get, when you do get your chance, you need to get your freaking shot on the net. So, not good.
You've talked me off the ledge of Bouchard not being on the power play. I see on the stats here that he was out for.
Yeah, they kind of shared the second PP duty.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, my stat is, I was going to go with Benning making 5 mistakes on chances against, but I already mentioned that. So I'll go with Kyle Brodziak making 4. Okay. I just thought I've yet to see anything from Brodziak, Bruce, since he came. Like, I saw nothing in the preseason. Like, honestly, why did he make the team? Why did he, I didn't see one reason he should make the team based on his play in preseason. And this game, I saw no reasons why he should make the team. None. In fact, I saw mistakes, and he's slow. So I don't know what's going on with this player. He's got to crank it up. He's got to win some faceoffs. On the penalty kill, he's got to, that line has got to get going. But Matt, I would much rather see a faster player out there like Drake Caggiula, even as the center in that slot, or Kyra as the center in that slot. Like, I don't want it. The Oilers can't have slow guys, and if he's going to be slow, he's got to be super intense and smart and effective, and he wasn't that tonight. So,
well, that line was -2, 4th line. And then 2/3 of it was out on the power play goal against, where Brodziak lost the draw, and Kassian, I guess he was playing the system, but the system didn't involve getting in the shooting lane, which the guy went into immediately and scored. So whatever they were trying there didn't work well at all.
Get Kassian off the PK. He was terrible last year at it. What makes you think he's going to be any better this year?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm getting a little irate already. It's like,
no, I know. It was frustrating to watch because there were so many of these old movies that were playing. You're going, what? The first shot went in again? What? Then on it went, right?
So there we go. We see that's why Zach Kassian doesn't block any shots, because he just is standing immobile in the ice when he should be getting over. Like, he was waiting for Brodziak to track way over there. Now maybe that's the system. I don't know, but hard to take.
Oh, well. Yes, it is. It's very hard to take.
Well, Bruce, we're going to leave it on a down note, because that's where we're at with this team.
Well,
so
they're 0-0, and they were soundly beaten by a fairly mediocre NHL team, right? I mean, a team with one big star, and so and they play a good system and so on. But there's no reason why your own system shouldn't be just as good as theirs. And the Oilers just flat out got beat today. And New Jersey deserving winners. Hats off to them for the 2 points. But I'm left with a few questions about my own team.
Thanks, Bruce, for talking today.
Thanks for listening, everyone. See you back in Edmonton shortly, David.
And in the meantime, and in between times, this has been another edition of the Cult of Hockey podcast.